Hello guys, TKG's here. Today, I'd like to talk about something a little different. I want to share my thought on how my channel will change moving forward. Actually, rather than focusing on how it will change, I want to discuss how I plan to manage and run the channel from now on. To be honest, I probably should have posted these videos before uploading my last LostArk related contents. Anyway, since I haven't really talked much about my personal things before, I wanted to use these videos to introduce the direction I'll be taking with my channel. To be honest, these videos probably contains the most personal contents I've ever shared. For a long time, I've tried to approach LostArk news, updates, and community stories as objectively as possible, only occasionally adding my own subjective thought about the current situation. So making a video like this feels a bit awkward for me. Anyway, as I mentioned earlier, my last videos about LostArk's update, the LOA On Update, will probably be my final LostArk content. I've firmly decided to move on from LostArk. Honestly, since I'm leaving, I don't want to criticize or say anything negative. After all, I've enjoyed the game for such a long time, and I just want to keep those happy memories with me. Still, since some people have asked me my opinions, I will answer just one question. Is LostArk worth playing right now? My answer is yes. Honestly, there aren't many MMORPGs out there like LostArk. There's still plenty to enjoy in the game. And recently, the support for the pass system in KL has been better than ever. Although there are still some structural issues, efforts are being made to address them. So I think now is actually a decent time to start or return to the game. Of course, it feels a little odd to say this as I'm leaving, but if you look at just the game itself, LostArk is still a great game. Even if you only play for a short while, it is definitely worth trying. Anyway, I could talk about LostArk forever, so now I'd like to talk a bit more about my channels and myself. First, there will be some structural changes to the channels. I'll be making older videos private or deleting them to reduce confusion for viewers searching for the latest LostArk information. Also, since most of my class build information is quite outdated, only some parts are still accurate, I plan to delete some of the really old videos, and I'll leave more recent builds up and encourage viewers through comment notice to use only the parts that are still relevant. Also, to be honest, I'm not sure if I mentioned this in the recent update videos, but now LostArk character builds can be shared using a code system. So if you need a specific build, I recommend using these codes to get them. The process is really simple. Just enter the code, copy and paste it in the game, and you're done. With just one line of code, you can instantly apply engraving, arc passive, skill builds, gem setup. Basically the entire character build. Just get the code and learn how to play from someone, and you're all set. Anyway, to avoid confusion, I will clearly mark all the videos in their categories, playlist, or even in the title. At the same time, please understand that videos are too outdated or inaccurate will be made private or deleted. And going forward, I want to cover a wider variety of subculture games on my channel. Honestly, I've always enjoyed the MMORPG games, and my personal taste have always leaned in the direction. If I'm being honest, I'm a huge fan of games like Monster Hunter. I used to play older games such as Mabinogi Heroes, and these days I really enjoy subculture games. But a lot of people have asked me questions like, since you are Korean, will your next game be MapleStory, or whether I will cover more mainstream Korean games? Honestly, that makes sense since Korea's most popular MMORPGs are MapleStory, LostArk, and Dungeon & Fighters. But to be honest, MapleStory and Dungeon & Fighters aren't really my things. In fact, aside from LostArk, I've never played the other two games. So while I might try them in the future, I doubt I will play them anytime soon. Instead, as I mentioned, the direction of my channel will focus more on subculture or similar types of game. For example, I plan to upload contents about games like Limbus Company from Korean developers Project Moons, Nikkei and Stella Blade from Shift Up, or Japanese manga Chainsaw Man, which I've been a big fan for the past years. In short, I'll be sharing the things I personally enjoy on my channel from now on. Honestly, I've thought a lot about these. The original purpose of my channel was to introduce Korean games developed by Korean companies and to talk about how the Korean community views them. Since I'm Korean, it just made sense that my channel would focus on sharing the Korean games I know best. As more people started paying attention, I realized that more people playing the game I love is actually one of the biggest reasons I kept running my channel. I want what I enjoy to be recognized and enjoyed by many others. And honestly, LostArk fit that goal perfectly. It is a truly great game. Anyway, I've gone on too long now. To sum it up in one line, from now on, I plan to upload things I personally enjoy to the channel. So at first, things might look a little messy, since I will also be translating and posting intros and cinematic videos. Anyway, that's all for today's videos. Thank you so much for watching these boring announcements, and thanks for your big support. I hope everyone has a great day.